Alright, here we go. Welcome to my channel. My name's Travis Keaton. I've been playing music for about 20 years. I don't know, I haven't really done the math, but somewhere around there. It's what I love to do. You know, I've been playing since I was like probably 9 years old. And it's just really been a journey. And so if you're here, this is my first video, and this one I just kind of want to make it all about, you know, who I am as a musician, what music means to me, and probably most importantly, how my goals have changed over the years, and especially here lately, I've kind of realized what that looks like for me. And you know, growing up, you know, I was a big dreamer, so you know, the dream was always to, you know, be in a band, be on the road, go on tour, and you know, I have had a little taste of that, and that's something I'm sure I'll tell that story at some point. But you know, my goals have really changed, and kind of what I want for my life, and that really is always going to include music in some form or another. So, you know, these days, and it's something I've really just realized recently too, is there's other ways to, you know, fulfill that creative need. And you know, I find myself a lot watching videos on YouTube of these different guys and what they do, and I'm thinking to myself, well, why can't I do that? I have 20 years of music experience, and I've been around for a while. I know music, and I just have a passion for it, and I want to share that. So, you know, really this channel is just about, it's really just, the goal is for it to be a place that people can just kind of come hang out, you know. It's a chill vibe in here. This is my home, and I just, you know, kind of want to invite people in and do cool music stuff. So that's kind of what it's all about. But a little bit about me. You know, it really started, it kind of started when I was like 6 or so. You know, my dad always played guitar. My grandpa played guitar. Both of my grandpas, they dick around on guitar a little bit. And so that kind of got me interested, and I had my dad teach me a couple chords, kind of like everybody's dad does, you know, and, you know, like some G, C, and D type stuff. And I kind of put it down for a while, you know, and really a couple of years. And then, you know, sometime around 8 or 9, I just picked it back up. You know, somewhere around 8 or 9, I think it was, I picked it up and I started learning a little bit, and I was more interested in it. But there was one moment where everything kind of changed, and I developed this extreme interest in the instrument. And that was in middle school. I had a music teacher. I don't even remember his name. He was kind of a freaking jerk. But anyway, you know, as we're sitting there, we kind of had to do like sheet music or whatever. And when we would do that, he would play music on the speaker. And this song came on, and I thought that I recognized it. But there was just this insane guitar playing, and it just stopped me completely. And after we were done with our sheet music, I asked him, I was like, is that Stevie Ray Vaughan? Because that's who I thought it was. And he's like, yeah. And so I immediately went home after school, looked up some Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff. And I mean, look, it's the same story. I mean, a lot of the great guitar players were inspired by Stevie Ray Vaughan. first and foremost. It seems to be a very common story. I mean, like John Mayer. I mean, I could go on and on. There's tons of guys who will tell you their very first influence was Stevie Ray Vaughan, and then you move on to the Hendrix thing, and so on and so forth. But then after that, I went and I had my mom take me to Walmart, and I got the Texas Flood album and took it home, and I just became completely obsessed with it. The way he, you know, bend the strings, the power that he played with, it just caused a very extreme interest within me. And of course, like, I was a fan of music from very early on. My older sister, my oldest sister, actually kind of turned me on to like rock music when I was like probably like 5 or 6. I know for like my 5th or 6th birthday, if you can believe it, I asked for the Red Hot Chili Peppers album Californication. So, you know, the interest in music started very early, in rock music specifically. And, you know, from there it just kept developing. Now, I will say I struggle with a lot of, like, I just can't focus on one thing. I spread myself very thin. I have over the years. Like, I really wish I could have just focused on, like, one thing, you know, because it started with the blues and the rock stuff. And then, I don't know, when I was a teenager, my sister took me to this concert at Rep Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. And there was a bunch of bands there. And I had never really listened to, like, heavier music. As you can see, I got the Korn shirt on. And so, because, like, at that point, I was in, like, you know, I'd moved on to, like, John Mayer, stuff like that. I'd gotten into kind of some singer-songwriter stuff. And, you know, anytime somebody was, like, listening to heavy metal, I was like, oh, you know, that screaming stuff or whatever, right? But I went to this concert, and it was, like, bands like, let's see who was there. Drowning Pool, Lacuna Coil, Five Finger Death Punch, Hell Yeah, and Seether. And I was just blown away. Like, I didn't like heavy stuff, but, you know, when I left that concert, I kind of went home and downloaded some of their music, and I was kind of unsure about it, but then it really grew on me, because I just kept remembering that night, man, like the heaviness of it and how badass that was. And so that's my thing, man. Like, this channel, you know, you're going to see me play a lot of blues and a lot of very listenable music, easy listening. I kind of like to shred too. But I'm a metalhead, you know. I didn't start out that way, but that's where we're at. So I'm kind of all over the place. But I don't think, in a way, I always thought that hurt me, because, like, you know, if I could have had just one thing and really honed that skill. But at the end of the day, it's really given me so many influences to really kind of put together and kind of build the style that I have. So on this channel, you know, we're going to do a lot of talking. We're going to do cool music stuff, talk about music, guitar, and just share life, you know. It's kind of just bringing you along on this journey with me. And another thing is, a big part of what I want to do is I want to react. I kind of want to put my knowledge and my, you know, the way that I break things down and understand music, because those are some of my favorite videos to watch, and they just look fun. I mean, you know, and this channel is really not a monetary goal for me. You know, eventually I hope that that's the case, but this is just really a place for me to kind of express myself musically, and just kind of hopefully build a community of people who are interested in the same things, and we can all kind of learn and grow together, because those are kind of what my favorite channels are. You know, like when the wife goes to the store or something, I'll run, sit down on the couch and flip on the TV, and, you know, not that it's even like a guilty pleasure thing, but, like, you know, it's kind of like what I like to do in my spare time, and I know there's people out there who would enjoy this type of content. With that being said, I'm really going to try to post my main content on Fridays, which will be kind of like just this right here, you know, me sharing kind of my life and where I'm at in my music journey, and really just in life in general. And I'm also going to post on Mondays, and that'll be more of like a reaction. I'll pull something up, share it on the screen, and we can kind of just watch it together, and it's going to be cool. I'm excited. And let me know what you think about the studio. You know, I've been working on this for a little bit since I've been off with the baby. I'm off work for 8 weeks, and so, you know, I've just kind of been working on it, trying to set the vibe, and I think it's going to be really cool. I hope you guys join me in the future on my next videos, and it's going to be fun. We're going to do some cool music stuff here. You'll get to see me dick around on the guitar, kind of show you what I can do, and it's going to be fun. And I'll be straight up with you. This is something I've kind of been procrastinating for a while.
What did you say?
I've had all this equipment for years. The camera, the microphones, you know, I mess around, dick around with recording covers, originals, writing music, all that. And this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I finally think it's time. I just think it's time to put myself out there and really go for it. And another one of my goals here is to really just get the point across that, you know, being a musician doesn't mean being famous, you know. And I struggled with that for, I mean, really my whole life until recently. And I kind of had this epiphany that, like, even if I did achieve that, like, do I really want to be on the road away from my kids? Do I really want that lifestyle? Because it's really not all it's cracked up to be, in my opinion. And, you know, there's other ways to have an audience. There's other ways to express yourself. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, music is about just the joy of playing it. And I don't really know how to put it any more simple than that. Like, you know, it's not about the big crowds. It's not about the lifestyle. It's really just about playing. Like, you have to ask yourself, like, if nobody ever heard the thing that I'm doing, what I'm playing, the songs that I write, like, would I still do it? And the answer should be yes. And that's a question that I've had to ask myself, and I finally come up with the answer, you know, that, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who hears it. I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to play. I'm still going to rock out, and I'm going to have fun with it because, like, it's an outlet, you know. That's what art is, and music is, that's my form of art, you know. Some people paint, some people, you know, do whatever, but this is what I do, and, you know, I'm not going to let anything limit me or stop me from doing it. And I'm not really used to talking on camera, so I'm just not going to judge myself. I'm just going to get on here. I'm just going to hit record, and we're going to let it roll. And we're just going to hang out and have a good time. And so I just encourage you, if you have something that you're passionate about, just do it. It doesn't matter who's watching. There will be an audience for it, and there's a way to get it in front of some eyes. Because if you do art, it deserves to be appreciated. But just do it. You know, that's my whole thing right now, is just action. Like, I'm just going to do it. You know, no more procrastinating. No more hanging around, hoping something's going to happen. I'm just going to do it. And, you know, if you have something like that you're passionate about, I just encourage you to do it. Because just even sitting here making this video, it feels really good to finally do it. You know, it's been a long time coming, like I said, and here we are. And so I just encourage you to do whatever it is. Whatever that thing is, just do it. And I think it'll pay off. And I'm just glad that, you know, we have YouTube and a way for people to kind of watch what I'm doing and just be here for the journey. and we're gonna do this together. It's gonna be fun. So if you like music, if you're a guitar player, heck, if you're just a human being, this is the place for you. I'm just trying to build a community where we can all hang out and just talk. And if you stuck around to the end of the video, thank you, and just keep a lookout for future videos. It's gonna be awesome.